Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to homeschool in the state of Minnesota, and we're going to start out with the HSLDA website where you could go if you need legal problems or legal assistance, and you can become a member. I believe it's like $12 a month or so. And they can help you if you have legal problems or legal questions or forms they have as well. So here it says Minnesota's Education Code explicitly recognizes that a child's parent is primarily responsible for ensuring that the child acquires the knowledge and skills essential to effective citizenship. In order to homeschool legally, you will need to follow these guidelines. 1. Ensure that the instructor has the required qualifications. In order to teach in Minnesota, a person must be qualified. Parents teaching their own children are automatically qualified. If someone other than a parent is teaching the child, he or she must have one of the following qualifications, and you can see it lists a teaching license, be directly supervised by a licensed teacher, successfully complete a teacher competency exam, which I don't think they have at this time, provide instruction in a school that is accredited or recognized by the state board, have a bachelor's degree. You have to teach the required subjects, and there's a big long list. It says while there is no specific requirement in Minnesota law for how often each of the subjects must be taught or what grade levels, HSLDA's general recommendation is that each of the required subjects be taught at an age-appropriate level every year during the elementary and middle school years and at least once in high school. Keep good records. Minnesota law requires that you maintain documentation indicating that the required subjects are being taught and proof that the tests required have been administered. This documentation must include class schedules, copies of the materials used for instruction, and descriptions of methods used to assess student achievement. This information can be required by a county prosecutor in accordance with the law. HSLDA members who receive such a request from their school superintendent or county prosecutor pursuant to records request should contact us immediately. HSLDA also recommends that you keep records of attendance, information on the textbooks and workbooks used, and student work samples. You should maintain these records for at least 2 years. If your child is in high school, you should maintain these records for all 4 years. And I'm going to just tell you right up front that a lot of people keep what is called a portfolio or a binder, and in that binder or portfolio, they will put, at the beginning of the year, they may take assessment or placement tests that they find on the internet, and they will put those in that binder, and that way they create a plan of what they're going to teach them for that year. They will download the state homeschool laws and put the date on them that they printed them out and put them in that binder. They'll keep any copies of the forms filed and put them in the binder. They might keep a couple calendars in the binder as well for attendance records. They might brainstorm their favorite resources and put those in that binder, and then put the actual list of resources that they use in the binder. They might print out the online curriculum they're using and the contents from a workbook showing the curriculum. Proof of any field trips they went on, like a leaflet or a flyer with the date they went on it, maybe a photo. Maybe have the student write a paper about the field trip. They might print out the contents from web pages like iExcel and workbooks, sample work showing the students' progressive work or a variety of skills, or showcasing their best work. Proof of the field trips, weekly schedule. They'll create a weekly schedule and put it in the binder. A daily log of activities, which you can put on notebook paper, or you can put in a WordPad document and just put day 1 and the date, the time, the subject being taught, and the name of the website or the name of the workbook they're using, and the activity that they're doing. And then you do that with each time so that it shows the different subjects they're doing at the different times with the different activities if they're going on a field trip. And then you have day 1, day 2, day 3 with the date. So, and then you can email it to yourself if you like. If they take tests at the standardized tests, they might put that in there as well. And then volunteer work that they do, they might have somebody else fill out certificates they might print out. Or if they take outside classes other than at home, they might have that filled out. And the volunteer work is really good, especially if you're going to college or joining the military. If they have contacts with email and phone numbers and addresses for school and support groups. They might put that in there. And if they do career study field trips, like to the hospital, veterinarian, hotel, factories, things like that, they might have a list of questions that their student might ask and have them create questions asking about their education they needed, their daily computer usage, their daily tasks, meeting deadlines, problem solving skills, and things like that, so that they have it helps them with their communication skills, it helps them with interviews, and it helps them to know what they need for those types of jobs if they're interested. And they might see if they can do audio or video footage. And those are some of the things that they might put in that portfolio or that binder when they're keeping good records. So there's some ideas to help you. You have to evaluate your child yearly. You're required to test your child yearly using a national norm reference standardized achievement test, which is something you'd put in that binder. The test and the testing location must be agreed on by you and the district superintendent. If your child scores at or below a 30th percentile or one full grade below the children of the same age, you must have your child evaluated for learning difficulties. You should maintain your achievement test results in accordance with the record-keeping requirements described above. And there's some more information you might want to read. So it just keeps going on with the things you need to do. And that you have to notify the school district and that information. I don't want to read it all to you because you can see I have a lot of tabs open and I will be reading forever. But you can pause it and read it. Right here, this is where you can find some assessment or placement tests if you want to use them for testing your student to see where they're at, to see what they need to review. And there's a lot of them on the internet. And I'm going to show you this one because I really like some of these. Anyway, you can print this out and have them take these tests. And you can see if they're made some simple mistakes or if they need to review some things or if they're having a lot of difficulty in one area and then they start having problems. You can tell what level they're at just by giving them the test. So, and that might help you as well. And this is a pretty awesome test. So that's just for the beginning of the year. So to help you create a goal of what you want to teach them that year. So, and then here's some reading. She has reading and literacy tests that you can take to help your student. And your student may not be at the same level in reading as they are in math. So, and this one I got, so if you're brainstorming for ideas or you've never homeschooled before and you're trying to organize, you can see there how they've got the headings and the things that go next to it. So if you wanted to create something like that, you could put your books and a list of your favorite books you might use, your favorite online curriculum packages, what you might use for PE, like martial arts, yoga, swimming at the YMCA, bowling, roller skating, whatever. And field trips, you might want to list out your ideas for field trips. And then you just create that. And then while you're brainstorming and creating ideas, you can put that on one page. And then you can either highlight the ones you're actually going to use, or you can create another page of the ones you're actually going to use, and you can put that in your binder. And maybe that will help you to be able to organize better. This right here, you can see where that website address is. It's on a North Carolina site, and it's a homeschool attendance record. And you can create one where you're planning on having the school days, and then another one of the actual school days, because even public schools end up having things come up like snow days and things like that. And that way you'll have two of them. But I thought this was an excellent resource you can print out. iExcel. This one isn't free, but you can see that you can easily print out the curriculum, or if you wanted to handwrite it or type it up or whatever, or copy and paste it. But you can easily print out the curriculum and put that in your binder to show the activities that they would be doing daily. So if you put day 1, August 5th, math, or day 1, August 5th, 8 o'clock, math, iexcel.com, doing even or odd. And then you do like day 1. Then underneath that, you'd put the next time and the subject and the activity and so on, Like if they're doing history and watching a Paul Bunyan video, you could put that. And then this one is Khan Academy. It's free for one, everyone, everywhere. And so you can see it goes from pre-K all the way to college classes. So, and this is an excellent resource. Another excellent resource is AllinOne Homeschool, which is supposed to be free. They do take you to a link where they try to get you to donate through PayPal, but you could click cancel and get it for free. And then if you want to donate later because you love it, you can. And it uses links to other sites for math and English and games and stuff. So it makes learning fun. And this is for Schoolhouse Rock. Maybe you've heard of this. Maybe you didn't realize that it had so many subjects in it. So it has grammar, science, economics, history, mathematics, and civics. And if you go to YouTube, you can find people that have playlists with Schoolhouse Rock. So if you want to make your child lunch or something like that, you can make their lunch and they can watch these videos. And these are excellent educational videos. So you can see the subject here, and they have multiplication rock, and there's the subjects. And if you scroll down, you can see they have grammar rock, and there's the subjects. And you can see the variety of things that it teaches them, and it's a good variety. And here's American Rock, and there's the subject right there, and with the things that they learn if they're listening to those videos. And then you scroll down, and there's Science Rock, and they have another science one. It's called Earth Rock. But you can see all the different things that they learn just by listening to those songs and singing along, and they love it. And there's Money Rock and what it teaches you, and there's the Earth Rock ones. So it's an excellent resource. It's not a complete curriculum, but it's a great thing to add into your curriculum, especially, they might need a break, you might need a break, and then they're still learning, and it's fun. So, and this is another resource. I have too many tabs open. This one is K12 Organic Student. I think this student one might be free to join. And you can see the different subjects that they can click on and learn. And this is a really easy website to use. You just click on it and there it is. I mean, it's just very simple. So, and I love this website. So, and it's got a variety. So if you're having to teach a variety of subjects and maybe you're looking for other places to find it, so this might be one of those places that you might need. So, under the home.org, this is another resource that I thought that maybe you would enjoy for your students, and you can look at it and see if there's anything useful that you can use there. So, and PBS has a lot of educational materials online as well for your students. If you're looking for online curriculum or different things to add into your schedule, I know you got to teach the core subjects more than the other ones, but even if you're looking to add into the core subjects, and this one is Project Gutenberg, and they have books. So if you're looking for books to read to your students, you can just click on the book if you don't want to go to the library, and there it is. And if you are going to the library, you could give them a certificate of getting library skills while they're at the library so that they can learn more about the library. And maybe you could get the librarian to fill it out for you or help you. This one is this one has like 5,000 books. It's International Children's Digital Library, and so you just click on it and you go to it and you can read it, and it's right there. And you can click on the page to zoom into the page. You can turn left or right. And if there's different editions of the book that came out, you will find that they have various different editions of the books. So that's an excellent resource. This is another one. This is 150 spelling books to freely download. So, and you can see the URLs in the upper left-hand corner if you like, or you can just Google search for the name of it, like Best Ed Lessons 150 Spelling Books. So you can find that on there. And I think I might have clicked on one of the spelling books to show you, but I have so many links open. So Let's see how this works. Yeah, it's not liking me right now. Uh-huh. Oh, there it goes. So this is a spelling book. So if you want a spelling book, you can find a spelling book online. And there's a preface, lesson 1. So they have spelling books. If you want to find books online to read, they have a lot of books. I thought this was an excellent resource. So, and Mr. Ness Bomb, if you've ever heard of that, I don't know if you have or not. This one has a variety of subjects as well. And you can see that, and then you can scroll down. And this one just has a lot of resources on the one website. So it's an excellent resource if you've never used it. It has so many different subjects, and if you're trying to cover all these different subjects and looking for resources, then you can find the resources. And yes, it does have ads. So, but yeah, you can see there's so many resources that you can use for your students, especially if you're trying to teach them such a variety of subjects. Another excellent resource is this one, and you can see the website address in the upper left-hand corner and the title of the page, but this is it. It has different course material, and you can click on it. And you will be just amazed at the material it has, especially the ones at the top of the page. I was so surprised. I was clicking on the material, so it has wonderful material that you would probably love. And another thing, if you're homeschooling, you might want to join homeschool support groups. And some of them might cost money and some of them might be free. And homeschool support groups, I don't mean co-ops, because co-ops, I don't know if you'd be interested in that. But the homeschool support groups, you might find people that have homeschooled for years, have a lot of knowledge about information that you weren't even aware that you might need, especially if your students are going to need a high school diploma or go to the military and they're going to need things. And maybe you have books that you want to donate to other families that are homeschooling, or maybe you need books for your family that other people have used that have been homeschooling. You might be able to find that as well in the homeschool support groups. I can't really click on the pages to show them to you because there's so many ads and it freezes up my computer. So anyway, I am hoping that this helps someone out there that is interested in starting to homeschool their students so that they know a little bit of what they need and they have information to help them. Please feel free to leave comments, and thank you so much for watching my video. You have a great day. Bye-bye.